a little red jumper dress with a button up at the front. You understand? So I didn't have much clothes to take off. And my mother said to me, say, come, we go in. Come. All right, I went into the house. When I went into the house, she locked off the light. So I said, what a woman lock off the light? I've been in the dark, I do. And she didn't lock the door. She closed. She didn't lock the door. She closed the door. So when she closed the door now, me never realized that she not lock it with the lock. She said, me if you lie down on the bed, I'm going to take off my underwear. Me lie down on the bed. I do as she said, I take off my underwear. And when I did that, at my surprise, she called my father by his name and said, yo, come here. And he came in the dark. But she said she has searched me. You understand? She said she's searching for something under me. And at the point when she's doing that, I asked myself, how wicked can you be? What are you searching for when you know that I lost my virginity at the age of 4?
Show breadcrumbs. I'm kerchief there.
And we share my story about being abused for 10 years, which it was a family member, was my brother. It was from 4 years old until we reached 15. I spoke up about it to my mother, to my father. They didn't do anything about it. They backed him and, take up on him side, run me away. Tell me say not no go so, tell me say a lie me I tell upon him. And it reached to a point where my mom did allow my father to allow me to move my underwear and tell my father what to do to me with his finger and what she stand up and watch in the dark. Yeah. No.
What kind of abuse?
I run away from. Who said what kind of abuse? So if your mother tell your father to findle your vagina.
No, that came before. That came before that. That came before that.
Yeah.
It come from.
So anyway.
That's why she said what kind of abuse. It came the same time you were saying.
Okay. So I ran away from home when I was 15 years old. Yeah. Started out on my own. When I started out on my own, they sent me to juvenile school, a juvenile penitentiary, because they think that I'm not supposed to run away from home. I was on my own on the street for a long time until my father come pick me up. The day that he picked me up, he said, before me not make you go to jail today, me I go tell lie upon you. Now he picked me up off the Brownstone Road one night, carried me to the station. He told a lie on me that the girl I take court, that's why we can't come down here and he's not a virgin. Me just give the headline, then we get deep in it, all right? The people them get what me I say. And then they locked me up in the Discovery Bay jail, which that was for adults. They didn't have any proof. They didn't take me to the doctor. They never have no proof, and that is not supposed to happen. And they sent me to a juvenile penitentiary. That is the biggest juvenile penitentiary for children. Yeah? And I ran away from juvenile penitentiary, and then I was back on my own. Now, let me get deep into the part where my brother used to molested me. Yeah. It was like he's the biggest brother, biggest sibling, oldest sibling of us all. You know, say Jamaica them left the older one them to stay with the younger ones them. Now, as shameful as it sounds, my parents, they didn't have any type of respect for us. They would do all what they do in front of us, and he's the oldest one. So growing up, he saw everything because we live in a one poor surrounding where all of us pack up on one another like a flock of sheep. So growing up, he used to see what's going on before even me. So there was one day when my mother left him with me and my other sister, and then he got the chance and he took the chance. When he took the chance, the boy, I did 9 years old at the time, because he's 5 years older than me. So you must know, say he's either him see people do it, or somebody
People that share the
literally
line.
teach
People
him
that share
how
the
to
line.
do that. Teach him how to do that. But I know that my parents never have no sort of respect for us, because I remember they doing it in front of my face. You understand? So at this point, he did what he had to do. And while he was doing it at the age of 9 years old, he was acting like a grown-ass pedophile. Because he know the words to say, he know where to touch me, he know what to do, even know how to do a foreplay at the age of 9 with his finger. You understand? To foreplay, meaning him know how to play with it, try to see if it can get moist for it to go in. You get me? So that was the first time. Then after that, my mother come home. I told her about it the same day. She called him and she asked him, say, you do it? Him said no, him never do it. She didn't beat him or anything. She just let him say, if you don't stop bother your sister, you know. When your sister reached 17, she go carry a baby for you. That was at the man 4, him I did 9. So you don't know, say, as long as they didn't beat him, it's like consenting to what he do. So he continued doing it. You understand? And I could remember from the basic school, because when you're 4-year-old, you got infant school. From them time they till now, he was doing it. And the second time when he did it, is every time my mother turned her back and my father turned him back. He got the chance and he used to do it. Yeah, he penetrated me at a point and never stopped penetrating me every time that he got a chance. Now my father did a work power truck and they not tell my father nothing. My mother not tell my father nothing. She hide it from my father. So, I mean, you know what? I don't want nobody tell me, so when I'm 4-year-old, I don't remember what happened, because when you're traumatized, you remember everything that happens in your life. Now, when my father used to work on a truck, when my father come home, my mother never did tell him nothing. So therefore, he didn't really know about what's going on. Now, it continues until I was 15 years old. And you know, me kind of talk, tell her throughout the tenure.
Go ahead, Sammy.
So me I tell her throughout the 10 years that it was happening, and she just brush it off like nothing happened. She don't do anything. She not beat him or anything. You understand? So there comes a day that I came home from high school, mega high school that time. And I was in my uniform lying down on the bed. Like me say, we have one little leggings with hole in it, yeah? Because me did poor. The one little legging there is a black legging when me wash come. So hole in it, you know, when you go to high school, you have to wear either slip under your uniform or you have to wear a legging. Tights, what we call tights, so Jamaican little short tights. And at that point, I was 15 years old, and no, I could remember him have some long dirty fingernail. Remember, say my 5-year-old than me, you know. So when me at 15, him at 20, adult enough to know that, listen, if even when I was 9 years old, me see my mother and father do it, me should have stopped by now. So when him at 9, him do it, him get through with it. 10, him do it, him get through 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, count up to 20. You understand? And, you know, him have some long dirty fingernail, and I could remember him digging inside of me that time. He didn't penetrate me, but he using fingernail digging at me. While I was there digging in at me go outside. No, me did it and me just tense
Sammy,
up. Because you know,
1 second, Sammy. For everybody on the line, you said as soon as she finished speaking, you can ask a question. Just remember, when you get the opportunity to do so, Rocky 954, big up yourself. When you get the opportunity to do so, please be manners of it. You understand? Because this is a platform where we respect each other, regardless of if we agree with each other opinion, yes or no. That has nothing to do with the circumstances. It just matters that you respect the person that you're talking to at the moment. You understand me? With that being said, go ahead and speak, man. My apologies.
right. So me did there, me just tense up on the bed and me said to myself, say, yo, me not go say nothing, because I don't know, I have this spirit which part talk to me sometimes. If me listen to my heart, everything will go right. And me say, yo, Me lie down here, me dip on the pillar, me know say me take the pillar and stifle me. Because everybody outside, the whole family gathered up outside this time. Every member of the family was at home, including my mom and dad. So, me just tense up, and when I tell me just twist up. And it looked like, say, when I tell me couldn't take no man, me kind of shift, it move, you understand? And just walk outside. And I could remember saying fingernail them long under the black and dirty, And, you know what? Me go outside now, and I think that was the day of redemption. That was the day when time I go find somebody to stand up for me. That was the day when time me feel say people are go say, yo, a years now she a complain, and a years now she's been going through this. Today is the day. Me go out there and me say to me, Father, this time I didn't tell my mom because me know say all over the years she kind of turn her back to it and act like nothing happened because our God. And I said to my father, I said, Daddy, you know, say, such and such put him finger in me, and me explain the whole ordeal, what had happened. You know, so to my surprise, my mother stand up there, and it's like she just fold her arms and she just look for me. She don't speak a word. She don't speak a word. She didn't say it's been a long time. Me feel say she go bust out and say, yo, a long time. The girl tell me, say, you have to touch her. And me believe, you know, and blah, 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 yada, yada, and I take something and lick the boy in her face or something. My father look at me and tell me to say, yo, move from your song, boy, and not tell no lie upon me, boy. You think say me go believe you? I don't believe say the boy touch you. You and your sister sleep bad at night. I mean nothing but have cover on who it one sheet. Because if me cover on one sheet, I tell lie upon me, say me touch you know. Move from your song where you think me believe you, not no go so. So at that point, you know, me feel hopeless. I felt very hopeless because me know say no hopes no did there. Because my father when me
Keep
feel say
listening, babes. Keep listening, comes.
if my father when me feel say would have take up for me right now, he was the one who run me well like a dog. So after that, me run away from home, you know. In September, I was supposed to go back to school. I didn't go back to school because I was a rebellious teenager. I run away from home. I was going to my friend them yard. I may have boyfriend, a road, and me I'll send back myself a cosmetologist school at one point. But when we did runway, I did like in the summer holiday, yeah. So the first time we really run away and sleep out, I came back home, and when we come back home, you know, me run away and shy. In the bush, I hide. I think my father hear the rattling in the bush, and him say, yo, what that in the bush? But you can me know him is a terrible man, you know. And him will take anything fine and lick me down with it. Me say, you know what? Me not gonna make him come catch me up here, because if he catch me in that bush here, and he ready to beat me, no mind him kill me up here. Because when he beat people mercilessly. When him beat me with car tire. Him cut car tire and beat me. Him get belt where them use and beat prisoner with. One something what them call fan belt. And them something
No
them used
fun
to
belt.
beat me with.
Familiar with that
Yeah?
one. Yeah, man,
Fan
familiar with that
belt.
one.
And me get the whole of the lick out of them something there. Out of the fan belt. I was a troubled kid that every time you talk to me, you see my mouth long off and me bally and depress. Yeah? And at the same time I was undergoing bullyism at home, yeah? My mother did always a bully me. She always claims my mouth long. She always claims me ugly. For me head dry. Me not get no man when me come big, me so freaking ugly. Them I go the F word, you know, not freaking, but the raw derogative F word.
Yeah, man. Say all the
Me
way
so
on the line,
ugly.
but almost can't translate that.
Man I go use me, refuse me, abuse me. Those are the words that always come from our mouth. I'm effing head dry like I'm a simple Simon. I'm a retard. So I was being I was being undergo mental abuse and also sexual abuse and physical abuse. Everything mixed up in a one. So you know what? I was the type of kid when you talk to me always a bally and depressed and everything. You understand? Everything me ball for. Anyway, me make up my mind and yo, me run with that day. It was a Sunday, me run with, but Them claims a man me go to, but me didn't go to no man that Sunday there. I'm a grown ass adult right now, and if I went to a man that Sunday, I would have told everybody right now upon your life, say, yo, it's a man me go sleep with. At that point, me never sleep with a man. Me never remember if me sleep that the night then, or me did I roam the street. Because me feel so free. And them time they used to find some little dance, keep or something. God know me never remember when me go, but me enjoy myself that the night then. It was a Saturday night. And the Sunday night, me come back in. When me come back in the Sunday night, now, me tell her say, and even night, in I those hours, me I hide in the bushes, and as me say, he was looking for me. You understand? So therefore, me just creep out of the bush and me say, yo, me not make him come up here come beat me, because when I beat people horrible, like me tell you, all things stone in a people, in a me ankle and all of them something. I saw him beat people like heartless. He used to all tell people in my dog heart, but get into it. When me creep out of the bush now, me go down there. I remember me have one little red jumper dress with the button up at the front. You understand? So I didn't have much clothes to take off. And my mother said to me, say, come, we go in. Come. All right. I went into the house. When I went into the house, she locked off the light. So I said, what a woman lock off the light? I've been in the dark, I do. And she didn't lock the door. She closed. She didn't lock the door. She closed the door. So when she closed the door now, me never realized that she not lock it with the lock. She said, if I lie down on the bed, I'm going to take off my underwear. Me lie down on the bed. I do as she said, I take off my underwear. And when I did that, at my surprise, she called my father by his name and said, yo, come here. And he came in the dark. But she said she has searched me. You understand? She said she's searching for something under me. And at the point when she doing that, I asked myself, how wicked can you be? What are you searching for when you know that I lost my virginity at the age of 4? So what you search for? Me go out last night and you want to search me now. You want to go under there, go search now and lock off light and all of that. But when me did tell you what your boy you do me, you never did want to search that time. You didn't want to find no evidence at the end of the day.
People, make sure to follow the platform then. Follow Samantha. She have they second of Samantha. People. You don't want to never come on the platform just for you mix up. Because it's more than mix up. Samantha's story helped so many people to heal on a big man level. You understand me? On a follow her page, she said beautiful wigs as well. You see, pray people on a big man level. Follow the platform and go ahead, Sammy. Sorry for interrupting you, mommy.
All right, so me ask myself, so now, what am I search for? So me say, you know what happened from I was 4 years old. So I feel betrayed already. And to make it matters worse, me hear she call my father by name and say, come here. So me say, all right, the door, in my mind, me say the door lock. So him can't come in. When me check a stock, him just open the door and just walk in. And when he walk in the dark and he walk in normal. Like, you know, when you're not surprised, you're just walking in the dark, you never ask, why the light turn off? I mean, I tell us, I dust a night like 7 o'clock, 7:30. So, you understand? And the light turn off. Another country me come from. So, same time, them place to them dark. When I'm midnight down the dark. So, if you turn off your light, you don't know you have to struggle a little. But anyway, he came in. I mean, come in, me feel strange in himself and ask question like, why is the light turned off? Why me there so? Why you call me? So, by this me find out, say I plan it behind my back. So when him come in there now, him stand up at the bedside like nothing happened. Remember said him woman don't tell me if I take off my underwear, you know. And lie down on the bed and she tell me say me if I up my foot. When him come there now, she said to him, say, finger the girl. Put your finger in there, come in now, put my finger in there. The girl stink a fuck. But nothing never go so. At the end of the years, I said I'm an adult and even with the stink a fuck.
The girl.
Hmm?
The girl, not my daughter, not with daughter, the girl. Her terminology.
Yeah. The girl, yeah. The girl stink a fuck. I mean, I touch her. And as I said, I'm an adult right now. And for those who know me, my mouth big. If me did go fuck me, that's why me go fuck. Am I front? But it wasn't like that. It was plan it, but they have to pull off a stunt.
No,
And
Kelly Taffet, her story is already out there. And so my platform, we're trying to avoid the name, but if you Google, you can find it. But we're trying to avoid the name so we can avoid some of the backlash. Because even the previous video that we posted with her, it draw about 200 odd K on FB and it draw some backlash to it. You see, so we are trying to avoid that. It's just the fact that we were doing an update now and we had to actually catch up our viewers, like calm them, like yelling them. Not for people that really know our story, we didn't have to catch them up. With people that love and use to show every week. You see, Pre?
But Epic, those who said it's out there and they don't want to hear it anymore, it's okay for them not to listen. Nobody's forcing them.
Nobody's not saying that. Nobody's not saying that. I'm not saying that. We never catch them up to exactly what I want.
Okay, sorry about that. My apologies. I think me get you wrong.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, because me always hear people say so all the time. Yeah, me hear that already, that the story out there is still, but whatever. A good energy tonight. And my apologies. When me did reach, all right, me get find out say I plan this, but them have to use something to pull out this stunt. You understand? And she said to him, say, call him by name and say, finger the girl. And then him just push her away and say, move from here, so me deal with this. Me a big experience, man, you know. Me have experience and then something here. And, you know, the man have some big fat finger and he just use his middle finger and just dig in there and smell it. And if that wasn't enough, he dig back in there the second time. And when he did that, he middle, 2 times. And I'm using middle finger. And I lie down there, in the midst of everything, a million things was running through my little 15-year-old mind. I said to myself, say, if this happened right now, that she can't tell me, say, lie down in the dark, and I search, then claim to them I search, you know, in the dark. If they can tell me, say, lie down in the dark, then after that, she called my father. Then my father, not surprised, him just digging the tooth. Me I say, God, what kind of instruction else she go give him? And you know, me sit down there, me say, God, you know, say, me not see that man here with no protection. What if the woman go tell him, say, if he lie down upon me and stick him dick in me? You know, say, me go carry one baby for my father. That I go through my little 15-year-old mind, you know. Because me I say, what else them I go do to me? You understand what I'm trying to say? I mean, I say, she give us so much instruction. What else you go and tell the man? Yo, when the man say me, get up. You dirty girl, get up. Girl, I fucking up. Me say, it's a relief in my heart. Me say, God Almighty, thank you in my little heart. Me say, God, thank you, never reach further. Because I was very nervous. Everything what me never rebel. God knows I don't put up a fight. Everything what they tell me to do, me lie down calm as a lamb. You understand? So after that, me get up, me shame like a dog, and me feel low like a drunk crow. Me I feel like me no belongs to nobody now. Me feel like say, yo, at that moment, me feel like not even God know about for me. At the point. You understand? Me just feel like me lost. Me empty, me come like a robot. If you cut me no blood no left in me cause. That was a big old betrayal. That worse than boy, I don't know if you say, I don't know what name to give that. That's not betrayal. That worse than betrayal. But anyway, me get up and me go on with me day, you understand? And yo, me run the front yard after that. When me run the front yard after that, them send come call me. Them did a send message come tell me say, yo, come back, you have to go to school, uniform, I prepare for you for September. Me say, me nah come, you know. Me send message go tell her, say, listen, me nah come nowhere, me nah wear no uniform, and me nah go back to school, keep no uniform. That time if I did for go back, go in a skirt and blouse. I'm go in a grade 10. Me not go in a grade 10, me not go back to school, and me out the pa me own, yo. Them throw me under the bus go, them throw me under the bus come. Me a dirty girl, then get this boat. Me have man, me have this, me have that. So me ask myself, so at the end of the day, yes, me have man now. Why only so vex? Why I'm not so vex? Nobody never did vex when my father had go on me. Nobody never did vex when my brother I deal with me from 4 until me reach the age of 15. Me dirty nasty, big grown ass adult brother, which part he could have penetrated me and breed me at the point. Because I'm growing into a teenager, he's growing into a teenager. And mother and father over there every night and on sex, I fuck them fuck. So at the end of the day, what he hear over there, I'm carried out upon because while we have to sleep on the same bed and as everybody turn and him is allowed to beat me. And him a big brother. So at the end of the day, that why I said him act like a pedophile from small, no of a grooming victim. Because I'm gonna tell you, say, come here, man. And I say, me now come because you gonna touch me. I know why you touch me. Say, me now touch you. Come let me tell you something. Anyway, I'll grab you by your hand and drag you. So when you drag you, and just push you down on the bed and take my one. I tell you, say, yo, come here. If you not go, I go tell mommy say you no wash the plate, or I go tell mommy say you no sweep the yard, or I go tell mommy say you come home from school late. Them something they use against you. One of the time I reminded him of what he did to me, and he popped the one tree man, beat out me dirty nastiness. And when my mother come, and me tell my mother about it, she just walk going out wood fire kitchen around there, so like, no. I said, not even asking why. So at the end of the day, he knows how to suppress his victim them.
He was protected.
He just know what he use. He just know what method to use. Him just like a dirty pedophile. He just know all of the methods them in the book for use. Whereas him knows so them take him for God and them are gonna listen to him and not his victim. And me I tell us I'm not victim in a victims, but I'm not here to tell anybody's story. And me I tell mine. Yeah? So me run away now. When I run away, my father used to walk and watch me hard. Yo, everywhere me there, the man watch me. The man walk and watch me. But I used to see red lights from my father, and since me grow big, me sit down and I chill and I look back in myself. I could remember one day, me up at one place named Upper Library, where I was sitting down watching a fight, and this teacher at school never liked me. And she go tell the man, say, yo, your daughter up there with man. And I wasn't up there with any man. And when my father come, him see me sit down beside one of his school friend. And you know, the man pick me out of the crowd, out of every single one of my school friend in front of the full school. You know, when the fight I go on at school, everybody gather. At Jamaica. And he pick me out of the crowd. I sit down on the wall and pick me out of the crowd.
Pico.
And he say, hey girl, come here. He said, hey girl, come here. Me say you up here with man. You know, so the man give me a ass box in my face. Me say, yo, me see every night bug. Me see every peony wall in the world. Me say, when me I go home, me say all over my face, cross you over here, so in fingerprint out in my face, you know, man. And lick me. So me say, oh, why you box me in my face? So him ear say me up here with man. He no see me with no. So me I know that I'm grown. Me looking at myself and me say, yo, you see all of them advantage and walk, he used to walk and watch me. No man, he was jealous. The reason why and why me say so is because when he picked me up off of the street, you know, after everybody at him, yo, your girl have man. But yes, I did have a boyfriend. Yes, I ran away from home. Of course, we live for me one. Of course, we never did want to go back to school. But what's the difference? What is the difference? At home, Daddy did I go in there, brother did I go in there, and I left at home and me go make one man a roll go in there. So, at the end of the day, there was no difference. So I used to walk and watch me. The man walk and watch me. He used to go down the station and tell him, say, me run away from yard. He might left me picture a police station and tell the police them, so anyway, they see me them for pick me up. Alright, one Saturday, me don't know who tell him say, me up a bus park, one place in bus park, he come get me out of a bus, he come pick me out of one bus, grab me up in the back of me pants. You could remember me go do little shopping, come here go out later, you know, little falls here and, you know, me buy up me little things, me little makeup and me little belongings what me want and toothbrush and you know, me little things them. Me go do one little
Help us share the life, oh man. Help us study up the life, man. All you power up on the live. When I help us steady up in life, please and thank you. Know. And all the order up on the platform, please follow all of the all of us. To see free.
Steady, epic. If you're not following on all platforms, please do so. IG, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Father Epic all around. Please do so. Steady, epic. I'm out.